Welcome back everyone to another Gaming on the Brain playthrough. Today we've got a Taito game for you.
Yeah.
And following on from last week when we did G.I. Joe, Glenn recommended that we do Rambo III, so here we are, and we're doing Rambo III for your pleasure. Ribbed for your pleasure.
Another Cabal clone, would we say, but with its own personality as well, and obviously the Rambo license doesn't harm anything, like, you know, so definitely not complaining.
So I've never played this one.
No, I've never.
I don't think I've even seen it until now.
No, I've seen this. Shields, again, South Shields had a cabinet.
Right.
One of the arcades in South Shields had this. Very specifically remember seeing it, and very specifically remember not playing it, even though it looked great. I think I must have been skint at the time, like, but...
the only Rambo game I've ever seen in the arcade is the recent one from like 2015.
It's based on 4, isn't it? Is it based on 4?
I think it is, aye.
Isn't that like from PS3 hardware? Something
Yeah,
like,
I think
like
it was
Terminator
PS3
Salvation,
hardware,
right?
yeah.
That's good, that I think looked great, but...
PS3 or Xbox 360 anyway.
I wonder if it's Taito, you know? I wonder if they've got to do with that, or Sega. It's not Sega, maybe? Sega seems to get involved with things like that, like Lost World and that, you know?
Yeah.
And Salvation, I think.
I don't think it was Sega.
Be interesting to have a look at it later, maybe. Be great to get
I wouldn't. It looked good to play though, and I was tempted to pick it up and have a go, but it was actually Terminator Salvation I played instead.
That looks
which
fantastic.
I love.
I mean, it's great having a good. But we'll probably talk more about shooters as we play as well. So there's a bit of history behind this game. Haven't played it properly myself before, but I've done a little bit of research, and some of it's kind of interesting because Taito, as you know, Taito has a lot of great licenses going back to, you know, late 70s, early 80s, you know.
Bubble.
And there's a unofficial possible link to another series with this game, which I'll get into as we play. So I think we should go for it.
Let's do it. Let's get some creds in.
I love this type of game, and there's not that many of them as well. We've got a story section. That digitised picture's great, though, isn't it?
It is. It's actually
89,
really
you know, it's 1989. Troutman actually gets to do stuff. I mean, he did in the film, to be fair, but he didn't do much. I mean, in the first film. In the second film, he just sort of popped up for a cameo, really, didn't he? I liked him in Hot Shot Spot there, but it was actually Richard Brenner again as well, and he's like,
first start.
Here we go. Right, so I am playing as Troutman, or Troutman, depending how you pronounce it. It's a 2-button game, yep.
You've got rockets and
no,
it's all good in.
I've heard the first little thing has just popped in my head there. Listen to the scream that the soldiers make, and see if that's familiar to you. Well, listen to see if you think that's familiar. And I'll tell you the little bit of trivia that I know. Just the basic enemies.
Alright.
It's on Operation Wolf. And therein sits the little bit of history. There's talk of this actually not originally being a Rambo game, but being an Operation Wolf spin-off.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it?
You know, so in fact the game, the design of the whole level feels like Operation Wolf, but except with a guy. I've got a gun now. I've got like
so they've probably been making Operation Wolf 4 or whatever, and they've managed.
Quite possibly. But this would have been out at the same time as Thunderbolt, wouldn't it?
Aye.
So I wonder if they were getting done simultaneously or after. 'Cause Thunderbolt's 89, I think.
Yeah.
But you can clearly see some inspirations.
Get their hands on the Rambo license and make it a Rambo game.
Yeah, that's what quite done. But what I do like is, you just hold down fire and attack. But unlike Cabal, we move still, and yes, Crosshair moves at the same speed as your guy as well. Now I believe you have got, if I remember right, another bit of trivia. This comes in 2 different styles: a trackball version and, as we're playing, really a joystick version. And,
right. I didn't see that mind on the.
Well, I don't know if the version's been emulated. I've never looked.
Yeah.
But in the trackball version, there's a way to do rolls, as in like Cabal. Can't do it this version. But if you notice something, you know when you're getting shot at, the bullet's not hitting you. They've got to hit your feet apparently.
Right.
So bullets in front of you are hitting the top of your sprite, like your head or your torso, and that apparently don't count until they hit you
in the
feet.
foot.
Yeah.
That's just weird. All right, because yeah.
So just be aware of that.
There's no depth perception, obviously. Yeah. So the point when it hits the screen is at your foot.
Yeah,
right?
well, you know, Cabal, if they hit your head even, like, you know, you get like a little sort of span and it'll be like, right, it's just hit you.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, it's not really, because it means that, to me, it means that everyone's always aiming at your feet.
Well, yeah, but if you take your feet out, you can't run anywhere, so you're dead.
But if they take your head out, you also can't run, because you're dead.
Yeah. See, now,
I hope there's a versus mode in this, mate.
Sly has a head like a sniper's dream, like. So.
Little cutscene again there. That boss went down fast, didn't it?
Was that
in the boss?
I just thought it was.
It was a big tank, just died.
Oh, it was a tank.
Just died. It was a big tank, which just yapping away and it just died. It was like, no. You didn't put much of a fight, did you? Big tank.
Right, we're going to shoot each other.
I like to have little cutscenes like that, or like little, you know. But again, it's got that sort of super scaler style that Taito became popular for in like the late 80s and early 90s. You know, like you can clearly see they were wanting to take some inspiration from Sega.
Yeah.
And it's nicely done.
Yeah,
you know?
it looks done. It looks well, aye.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot explosive arrows, man, because I definitely remember Trotman having them in the film, you know. Got to take the piss a bit, mate. I think it would make more sense.
He did have explosive arrows.
No, if they give Rambo,
we've got explosive arrows.
Rambo should have had the arrows, and he should have maybe had grenades or something. They could have like traded off, you know, like obviously Sly's weapon might have been a bit weaker, but it was more direct, where Trotman's would fly at an angle, but maybe do a bit more damage or something, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I would have done it, but I'm no game designer.
I'll tell you what, you're not either. The winner. Look at my score compared to yours.
Again, it's something to do with my man being about 20 years older than you, I think.
Oh, right. Okay,
although I did train you, so.
The pupil overtakes the teacher. It seems canny so far. I mean, it's
great. Now this game was compared favourably to G.I. Joe, which we played last week, and G.I. Joe was excellent.
I'm assuming there's quite a few levels like this way, but it was.
Yeah, well, I believe it flits between a sideway and a forward level, I think, so it's giving you a nice variety. But again, that's a little bit like what Operation Thunderbolt did, you know, where it changed from just doing like side-scrolling levels, you know, like the levels would scroll automatically as you had your gun in front of you, and you've got a bit more, well, you feel like you've got more control, but really you're just going into the screen.
Oh, I guess we've got to run between them. Oh no, we'll stop at them.
Helicopter, airplane, giant bird, oh,
giant truck.
Oh, here we go now.
Oh, tank. Oh, it's a mixture of things, isn't it? Boom. What happened there? Yours blew up a bit more emphatically than mine.
I've got my hours, that's why.
Oh, I've run out. Oh, good. Choppers as well.
Get to the chopper. Had to say it, mate.
Put a chopper. Got him.
Get me to the chopper.
What the hell was that?
That's better. That's way better. I seen it on that Lee Francis thing once.
Oh, yes, right. Oh, the oh, what was it called? That?
Oh, get me to the tank. I can't remember the name of me. I
had one with Paddy McGuinness and Lee Francis. That was excellent.
Did some really good stuff, like
taking the Mickey out to Hollywood for them.
Yeah.
Well, not taking the Mickey.
This tank's
redoing them,
effort, like. Well, it was.
Oh, it's Deed.
Bosses are impressive. I like them. I mean, they've been tanks so far, but they're cool. Look, they don't go down pretty easy, like, but they look cool. This has got to be interesting. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to fire me hours, mind.
Well, look at that. We've got motorbikes. Identical, matching his and hers. Obviously,
his and his. Oh.
Trout lips. Chase.
HQ.
Aye, well, there's no title game.
No, classic.
It's a good game. Is it? That's one. It was one player, isn't it?
It's hard though. It gets tough, and also, I think that's a game where you either lose or you don't. Taito are well known for it.
Yeah, I know.
So you can end up like not completing it or getting a bad ending, if I remember right. So it might be interesting playing it twice because it's quite a short game. Deliberately getting the bad ending. Yeah. You know, to get that's it. You're just driving this level. You've only got about 12 seconds to complete or something. You just have to drive a perfect like sort of lap, and then you drive through the middle of the building and it all blows up. And if you get in time, you see your guy, well, you see your car come back out when you've got the door there. And if it takes too long, either you blow up in there or it's already blown up. I'm not too sure now. But that was a long series, no? That's got a few games that move away. I mean, there's about 3 arcade releases. I think.
Second one went 3D, didn't it? If I remember rightly.
What do you mean? A special criminal investigation?
Oh no, it was the one after that.
It's got a few sequels that call themselves like GSHQ 2.
Like, it's GSHQ 2 I'm thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, well, the computer versions of the sequel are called GSHQ 2 and that. And then there's a Mega Drive game which is called GSHQ 2, which is different. And then you've got like Super GSHQ and Lucky and Wild, which I believe is also linked as well.
I've played that.
And there was a more modern game, I think released in about 2006, for I think PS3 or possibly PC based arcade hardware.
Pursuit Force. on PSP.
Yeah.
They're good games. I wouldn't mind doing a couple of PSP games for the channel, like some of the playthroughs.
Yeah.
Just like the one player. I mean, most of the games have one player in mind, aren't it? Because obviously it's portable. But there's quite a few PSP games that I think need some love and attention.
Oh, definitely.
The problem it is, you'd probably want to play them through PPSSPP and ramp the graphics up to like 4K, so it looks amazing, you know. But that's not what a playthrough is. For me, it should be like the original graphics, not, you know.
No.
It feels like wrong to be like increasing the graphics and everything.
Well, that's why I like to see it as it is. I didn't like messing about with any filters and stuff, really. I mean, it can look good. It can look good. I'll admit that, but I still like to see it as it is, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for when I'm playing the game myself, I'll ramp the graphics up as much as I possibly can and everything, you know. But I think for the channel, I mean, so far we've stuck to like the original as best we can, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're emulating, sometimes there's a few differences, but where we can, it's been the original version. Even like the PlayStation game, like Fighting Force now, when we did that in Ridge Racer,
Yeah.
I left it on like the native resolution and that, you know. I've got over 2 million points, Glenn. You're on half of me. Half the man I am.
I've died. Did you die yet?
I've lost 1 credit, I think. Fire in the dark. Oh, is this level just black?
Oh, I hope not. Oh,
Oh, I tell you what, the enemies are bloody dark.
yeah, I'll tell you another game. In fact, probably one of my favourite, like, into the screen shooters, but it's an actual shooter, more like Operation Wolf, is Line of Fire by Sega.
Yeah.
I love that. I remember being blown away by it at the time.
That's the helicopter.
That's sitting. Sorry, mate.
Is that the helicopter one?
Not
no,
strictly. No, you get in the helicopter at one point. A lot of the game is in vehicles. I mean, it's an Operation Wolf clone, but you tend to be firing from either jeeps or tanks or, you know, and it's foot segments as well. Just the boss is interesting. You know, there's a lot more emphasis on like human enemies, and then occasionally it'll throw you for a loop by putting you against like a big vehicle or something. You know, it's pretty cool. There's a lot happening once. The dead enemies lie there as well, like blowing up vehicles and sprites and stuff that stay on the floor while you drive past them and that, you know. That was quite cool.
What year is that?
89.
Yeah,
So it's old. I mean, it's still an old game, you know. It's not as impressive as the more recent shooters, I mean. But it is good, and it blew us away at the time. Like, I've got a bloke stuck to me. What's he doing to me? Did you see what he's doing there?
Hugging you.
Can we delete that or edit it possibly?
Well,
Might it look wrong?
I can't do it on the fly.
It just looked wrong, mate. I don't think you can have that on YouTube.
I think he was just giving you a cuddle.
Well, why though? I don't want to be his friend.
Well, that's the thing, though. He wants to be your friend. So
He was basically, you know, it turned into Kung Fu Master for a second.
I described you.
Aye.
What did it do? Slow you down?
Well, he was doing, you know, when we played Crime Fighters 2 the other week, he was doing with them, what was it, gay policemen that people called them?
Was he licking your ear?
Yeah, he looked quite...
Ooh! Oh, here we go, out in
a short
the
level,
wild, through the tunnel. Make
like
precautions, enemies area. Tell you what, like, they're throwing some crap at you now, aren't they?
And they just died.
Oh, he did the same to me there. He was just walking into us.
I don't remember them doing that, the Rambo in the original film. Or Trotman.
It's too big to do that, he knocked you out.
We need to look at a game called Devastators now. I'll have a look at that night, because I'm not sure if that is this game, but just with the license gone, or if it's its own thing. Because this game actually has a prototype version as well, called Rambo III still, and that one has some differences apparently. It's got some cuts and some changes to levels and that apparently. I think it's a level missing as well. But there is obviously Devastators, I believe it's called, as I said.
Right.
Not Desolators. And again, I think either it's the same game or just very similar. Be interesting to look into. It's definitely using the same engine of the looks of it, because I've seen it and thought it was just the same game.
I have a look into it, mate, and if it's if it is a different game, we'll get it on the list, you know.
Yeah. But I've got a list. Oh, I remember saying this. Classic would take the wheels out, or can you?
It doesn't look like they don't flash on out.
What meant to hit them?
Them guns at the back.
Ah, yes. See, again, they go down quite easy when you hit the weak points, isn't it?
Do I?
I don't mind.
Oh, you blew the bloody wheels off.
Oh, yeah, no.
Enemies were cleared. Recovery of power. Oh, look at that.
I love the running animation, mind.
What, all 6 frames? What, are you being serious?
What?
Were you being serious?
No.
Oh, right.
Just no.
That was sarcasm.
Yeah.
Just for our American listeners, we know you don't really do sarcasm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was 3 frames, wasn't it?
3 frames. Yeah, probably because 3 of them were just mirrored for the other leg.
Not that we're taking the mic because we're enjoying this. It's good. It's
a decent game, right?
In fact, I like the bosses actually because they're not like outstaying the welcome like some of Cabal's did, and you know, I mean, yeah, there should be a bit of a challenge, but it don't take me too hard. I'd say, well, the ones I fought so far seem more about just finding the weak points and pumping them full, like.
Yeah.
And there you go. And there's them blokes who sort of roll around like on Cabal and all, and they had a similar version on Wolf. I wonder if this is the last level, mate.
Do you reckon?
I don't know because I think I do know the last level's based on the main fight of the film. I know that much. You know where they take on like all of Russia, including Putin on his bear, is it?
I don't know. You know,
Did you have a bear?
Yeah, since I've seen it.
I'm sure I've seen him riding a bear.
There's probably a painting out there of him somewhere riding a bear.
That'd be class. That I wouldn't it if he was the final boss and he had a bear.
Putin riding
Probably the last
bear.
level to continue.
Well, if it's not last level, because I've discontinued. I don't know whether those bushes hurt you or not.
I don't know. I've tried. I thought they might stop you because the rocks stopped you from walking into the level.
Walking, aye. Oh yes, come to me. Oh, you nicked it.
Do what you did, are they?
I was getting everything in fairness.
I like
But
this
then,
one, like.
Everything started falling in other areas of the screen where my cursor wasn't. Oh, got that one.
Is it different types of explosive ammo, do you know? No, is it just like the walks? I wonder
Well,
if
I
it gets
picked up like a missile thing.
secondary
but I
eye,
don't know
like
what
it
that
looks
does.
like. Yeah, you can get maybe a higher powered secondary weapon as well.
Possibly. You can definitely upgrade your firepower.
We still need to keep Dead Connection on the list, but I want to find out if it's got no continue on the last level. This is a Taito game, it's ought to be interesting. It's quite a long game, remember right now? For 40 minutes or so, so it'd be shit if you turn out that you die, you know, or you can't continue or something in 2 player. I think it's 3. Actually, I think it's 3 player, you know.
3 player?
I think it is.
Right.
I'll double check, but I think it might be.
Interesting. You don't see many games like this in like 3-4 player. I know G.I. Joe's.
No, I'm talking about Dead Connection.
Oh, I know. I'm saying I know G.I. Joe.
Oh, I think like.
I now know G.I. Joe's 4 player. I didn't realise
Yeah,
it
that's
was
4
last week.
player. Definitely wouldn't mind playing through that again 4 player, like you know, get the resources and stuff together. Mark, I think we're on the last level, mate, and I'm not letting continue.
Oh shit.
This is it. But apparently we can't start the level again, but there's loads of health kits apparently, so if you can.
That wasn't very good.
Oh, whoa, I'm in. Oh,
Oh,
that's it on the last fight. It's doing what Cabal does, isn't it? That's not so bad. The last fight, it's not the full level. Cabal did this on his bosses. So if we can do this.
There's just that many things coming
One
at you.
more.
Oh, power.
Get that
kit.
full kit. Right, that's what we need, mate. Go on, go for it. You beat me twice this week if you get this.
God damn it.
Just get up
Everything's coming at you.
medikits.
I need another health kit. Jesus, look how much health it takes off you.
No, damn that.
Oh,
Are you not in?
no.
You can't come in?
Not at the minute.
Oh,
Maybe you just didn't have time, or it might be in any crowds in at the time. Go on, son, beat them.
try.
Kick their asses. hard, isn't it?
Really?
Just chucks a load of shit at you all the
Shit,
time.
aye.
Oh,
Oh, I went for it all!
no, that's it. Yeah, so you just got to both make sure you press it at the same time. Right, just keep.
Do you know what it is? The gun's just too shit to do anything.
I know.
Can't get any good guns. We're losing energy but at the same time.
I'm feeling good about this one. Right, before we pick stuff up, make sure the other person hasn't got it. Or the
Oh,
other
it's too quick to do that, mate. It's too. If I spend time looking at the screen, like it would just kind of just don't have time to do it. All right, what,
Right,
like
excellent. So
you
you
try and get the
try
next
and
one if
help
I can. If there's one, apparently there's loads of health kits dropped.
I'm dead. Jeez.
Oh, I can't take it, mate.
Again. Oh, no, you started too quickly. No, you're not coming in, no.
I'll let you. So it'll just be more chaotic in a minute. If you've got a strategy worked out, I'll just go for it and see
I
if you
think
can do
so. But I need, if I can get a health kit right on that boss, I reckon I can do it. Right, helicopters. There they are. Thank you. Health kit, please. Health kit.
Oh. See, the bullets are too fast though, man. They are good. You obviously are. They're missing you. That's something a bit more damage. Is that a different boss or something?
Health kit, please. Health kit.
No, it's not going to do it.
Some power. The fecker.
Oh, good.
So you might notice here that we've managed to get a quick change of clothes, but that's not actually the case. What we found out last week was that the last section on the last level here is impossible. So we've now learned how to cheat. I'm not proud of cheating, but sometimes when needs must, Glenn. Right?
It is what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is.
This was far too hard and uneven. I mean, you can have hard games. I mean, this might be our excuse, of course, like, but it just there was no way to. We'll play on normal as well. I read a review about this game, and the guy who reviewed it said that was a ton of medikits. I'm assuming he's dropped the difficulty down to do that because the medikits either turned up like very rarely or not at all.
Yeah.
Usually you'd take out like a couple of waves of enemies, like you'd have a little lull in the combat, and then a medikit may or may not decide to drop. And then there was a boss, there was an actual final boss, and I thought, oh Christ, I thought it was just going to be a one onslaught of enemies, probably without any sort of actual final encounter, but sure enough, Colonel Zazen, or whatever they call him again, with his big chopper, is that long? Turns up, doesn't he? So,
Colonel.
aye, so anyway, so we're guaranteed to show you a full
Yeah,
playthrough
so
of Rambo
we've done it
3
because
today.
we want to be able to complete the game and show you the end, basically.
We will rarely do that if possible. I mean, there may be a couple of times, we do have another game which may pop up at some point, which was my choice. And all.
When you've got games like this where the last level forces you to stop continuing, which is, for me, silly for an arcade game.
Do you know what it is? I'll be completely honest with you. It's not in this game's case, because what I'd said last time, which I say we might not be using that material, although we are, of course we are actually.
We won't use anything from when it goes tits up. Basically.
Well, from where we couldn't do it anymore. Aye. But I remember saying that having you actually just restart that last section constantly is actually it's like it makes sense from an arcade point of view. What I don't like is where a game literally gives you like no more ability to continue, so you'll die on that last level. So you've done the whole game. You might spend you could spend over 10 or something, but because you've completed it, at least you feel like you've achieved it, you know. So you go away feeling good, and you'll probably go back that game because you still love it. But to me, if you spend like 9-10 quid and then you're not allowed to complete it, you've been cheated out, and it'll just create like hatred, like, you know, and the Scottish police will come after you.
Here it is, Glenn. I'm going to turn off your invincibility.
Right. Yeah,
just to be clear,
do it.
Just to be clear, we are only using invincibility. We're not using extra firepower or anything.
Yeah,
like
so you'll see us actually take hits and that, you know.
Not invincibility, sorry, infinite energy. So you can take a hit, but it won't kill us. But how long was that on, Glenn? I think it was 40 minutes, wasn't it? Trying to get past this.
Oh Christ!
Trying in 2-player.
Have you kept the footage still?
Yeah,
so maybe
still got it,
I would allow people the chance at some point in the future to see. I gave up at one point. I let you play because I thought I was actually confusing it more by having two of us in there.
It seemed easier with one player,
it seemed to make it harder as well. Like,
with two players.
By having two sort of like try and like hell to do something about it. So, so this is the boss battle now. This is technically the boss fight, and you take on about 4 waves. Would you say?
Yeah, it was similar.
And then an actual boss enemy, which was quite cool looking. Actually, I've only ever seen him once.
I actually made it to the final boss helicopter.
I couldn't believe it. I thought, you know, there's no way there's going to be another.
And then it killed us.
Yeah.
Because it didn't give you a
but this section does mirror the film quite closely. Well, actually, no, it doesn't really, because the Afghan troops come in, didn't they, and they helped. So only for about 3 seconds did it have Rambo and Troutman actually facing down a full army of Soviet hardware. Like, so didn't actually happen.
Here it is, I think.
So the game is more gritty than the real thing.
There it is.
Here's your boss, yeah. Well, I hope it is.
Well, it doesn't matter now. It can't kill us anyway.
Watch it go down easy, because the bosses in the game
well, it was looking like it was going to go down when I was fighting it.
Yeah. You have to shoot the cannons, obviously, didn't you? Is that what we're going for here? Looks like we've done it.
Finally. Victory is sweet.
It's an empty victory, though, isn't it?
It is a bit
now we get to shoot each other.
But at least everybody got to see the ending. That's the main thing. Including us.
Please tell us this is rescuing us.
Watch it blow up when you get in it.
Can you drive it? Can we turn it into CSHQ?
Guess not, unfortunately.
That's Rambo 3 completed then. Feels kind of jarring to be doing it after
a whole week.
Cool. Shows the bosses.
Oh, yeah.
First boss.
That was easy, that, Glenn. I don't know why we needed the cheat.
I know, Jesus, I like out like this, where it shows you like some of the enemies for. Because I thought the bosses in the game were very cool looking, like. Some nice big meaty sprites, you know. Lots of movement on them and rotating cannons and stuff. So. Aye, but there's always a Kobayashi.
Eat your dick like Kobayashi. That was class. What was that again? Was it Angerman, was it?
It might actually be, aye.
No, it was Step Brothers.
Aye, I'm going to have to watch that. I might watch a few chunks of that again tonight. I think I will. I love that children.
No, you know what? That wasn't a bad game.
No, it's a good game, and like I said, from an arcade perspective, the actual where it forces you to finish it does make sense. Because if you were like we were last week, well, you definitely. You must have pumped about 10 quid in alone in that if it was 10 pence a credit in that last
literally
section.
No exaggeration, folks. We got to the last level in about 20 minutes, 23 minutes I think it was, and the entire video before I gave up was 58 minutes long. So I spent about 35 minutes trying to get past that last bit.
If you'd been an actual millionaire though, and you were like, literally, I'm going to play this and I'm going to win it, you probably would have been bankrupt.
Oh yeah, aye.
But the arcade owner would have been a very rich man, like, so.
It should come with one of those warnings on for gambling, shouldn't it? It was a gamble whether you get a first aid kit when you need it.
That's what I don't like. I don't mind having tough sections that you can learn, and then realise where every enemy and every vehicle's coming from, and that every power up maybe falls at the same place. But this was random as fuck, so it was not nice, like, not good.
So,
but overall, a good game.
Please don't laugh at our continuity. I know we're both dressed differently, and it's a week later, and we're both aged, but. It's finally done, that's the main thing.
But they'd get a look at my miserable face about half an hour because I was just crushed after about 20 minutes.
Well, they won't be seeing that bit. We'll do that as a special one day.
Right, that's what I mean.
The big Rambo 3 failure. Right, well, that's that one wrapped up, folks. Thanks again for joining us.
Good night on that one.
We'll see you next time. Bye for now.